Chernobyl was like 1986. And I remember watching that on TV and being insulated as a child. It's like, oh, that's way over in Russia. 3 Mile Island, way over in the East Coast. And then as an adult, learning about uranium mining and resource exploitation here on the reservation in the Colorado Plateau, all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's right here. There was open pit mines everywhere with uranium oxides leaching to the surface. And there was open pits with contaminated water that animals were drinking out of, people were drinking out of, people were eating the animals that drink out of it. And there's bad things out there. And if we don't do anything about it, then it's going to keep picking us off and picking off the people we love.
My husband, he's been a miner all his life. He did mining in Colorado, he did mining in Utah and on the reservation. He did mining up until maybe 79 years old. Back in 1971, I think it was. He started working in Grand Canyon in a uranium mine. And I guess he inhaled all that stuff. I was told by the doctor that part of his lung turned black because of the uranium. And then it went to his heart, and then his heart gave out. And at 86 years old, he passed on.
When I first heard about mining, I was small, and it didn't dawn on me or anything that there was actually a uranium mine going on. There was a time that we're living right in the midst, herding sheep in and through uranium open pit mines. Laura and Lenny, they're my youngest, and they're the last two in the family. The problem that they went through, us older ones, we didn't get affected as much as Laura and Lenny, because most of us went to the boarding school. And once we got into school, we stayed there the whole 9 months. So I feel, even though we were still mingling around the open pit mines, what I feel like maybe saved us was going to the boarding school. When they were finishing their junior high, that's when we began to notice, basically starting out with tingling in their hands. They had prayers done for them, some ceremonies done for them. But even then, you know, things just progressed, and we didn't know what was going on. And Indian Health Services called it Navajo neuropathy. After the tingling went away, they could feel pain, and my mom would, you know, try to straighten out these curls, the curl in the fingers, and then later on in their feet, their toes. It looked like there was nothing wrong with their body, but it was their joint was getting to them. They were getting weak, and it got to a point where they couldn't feed themselves. they never really complain. Maybe they can't do a lot of stuff that they might have liked to do, like what other people are doing and seeing them. But, you know, seems like they just bear with it, live life along with everybody else. So that's what I saw. Them knowing that at the end that they were gonna die, we as a family never spoke anything about it. But finally, the latter stage of their life, their bottom half is not supporting them. From there, it was gonna work up. It was gonna work up, and as soon as it gets to the respiratory system, that's it. Lenny died in 2000 and Laura in 2008, so 8 years apart.
I would not leave this land. It's a part of me. Chopping the wood, feeding the animals, letting them out. I think that's a good life.
Huh?
I know that uranium can harm people. I've seen what it done. It tears up the land and kills the animals.
I still have the same weight.
Oh.
I'm afraid it will hurt me if it doesn't stop.